Hello Disney Infinity fans and happy Star Wars Day. Today I want to show you something different which I've never done on Star Wars Day, because I have a tutorial for you to build your own Sith holocron. So I built a little scenery here, you know, Death Star-like with TIE fighters and everything. And well, I placed ahead 2 buttons. I normally use, because we need path here, the button casing for say to the path, reset and play, and the normal button is for reset and stop. You know, it makes it easier to see which is which. We will, or you can delete the buttons later, replace it with a holocron maybe, but maybe I'll show you that later. So we need basic blocks. For the lower part of the crystal we need the upside down triangle block, and yeah, this one is just for spacing, because for my setting I placed it 1 block up off the ground. So, and the inside, well, I want to give it a red glow. There are 2 reds here in the style menu, but let's see. There is a metal red, but no, I don't think so. But there's another red gloss. Oh, that looks perfect. Cool. So, we need the upper part of the crystal, which is inside of the holocron, which is the triangle block. So, and for the casing, for the upper and lower part of the holocron crystal, we need those triangle blocks as well. But we style them differently, and I prefer kiln. You can use other styles, but that's totally up to your liking. So for each casing part of the lower and upper part of the holocron crystal, we need 5 triangle blocks. Yeah guys, and I have to give someone a very big shout out. It's Lion THD who is organizing all of our events. I quit Star Wars Day for this year because of my workload, but he persuaded me to participate anyway. Thanks for that, I have to say. Anyway, so the path creator we need here. Yes, normally you would initially put it on the foot of the crystal, but you can't overlap 2 path creator points. So I raised the path up half a block, and the second path point is up here. So let's see how it looks, that you see what I mean. Yeah, and you do basically the same for the lower part of the holocron crystal. You know, you lower it half a block, and the second path point is on the bottom of the crystal. So, but I think, let's see, yeah, we should program the path first. So, set auto start objects when connected off, because we want to initialize the openings of the crystal by ourselves. And I would recommend set it to 10, but well, if you need it quicker, you just have to try it out. But I think 10 is the right speed for it. Yeah, it gets a bit tricky here when there is a tight space and you don't see where the path point is. So this again, auto start when objects are connected off, and the speed to 10. You know, 10 just looks good, and it opens the crystal slowly and reveals what's inside. So let's connect the buttons. And well, we will delete, or you can delete the buttons later. Here it's just for the building purpose. So the button casing, reset and play, like I said before, which I do for the lower crystal as well. Yeah, and you know, I've heard there are so many cool Star Wars Day videos coming out today, which I'm, wow, I think it's so damn cool. Because, you know, Disney Infinity was cancelled so many years ago. And people making or creating still so cool videos, I just love it. Yeah, the button, this is the reset and stop button. And you know, basically, you can build everything. Your imagination is key here. I always say it, and it's true. The only limit is your own imagination. So let's see, this is reset and stop. Cool. So let's connect the casing. With which we start first. Yeah, this one. So path connection. This is for the upper part. And we say okay. So you know, when you work with the path and the camera is wiggling around, you go into the logic connection but don't connect, snap out of it, and then you can move freely without the camera shaking. So this crystal, or this casing part, we rotate by in a 45-degree angle. Horizontal offset, no, 2 is too much. Yeah, 1 is perfect. And then we lower it by 2 points. This looks like a casing now, doesn't it? Very cool. So the next part. Oh, wait a minute. I think I forgot something, because it's very helpful when you set the movement style for each casing part beforehand, and not when you put the casing together. So the movement style should be one way and stop. You could do back and forth, but then you have to program much more that the casing is stopping on each path point, that it goes back and forth. And you know what I mean. So the next one. Yeah. So this is the opposite. Nope. Yeah, see, this is the tricky part. So I did the opposites in the same way. So this one, yeah, snap out of the logic connection, then you can move more freely and you see more without the camera wiggling. So the movement style, yeah, rotation first, okay. So 45-degree angle. No, that was not forward, backwards. Offset, which is -1. Looks perfect. So vertical offset -2, and don't forget the movement style, because it's very helpful. I forgot one block when I initially tried to build this, and it was a pain in the butt. Yeah, starting to look like a casing for a holocron, a sith holocron. So now the other sides. And now it gets more and more tricky to connect the casing parts, because to get a hold on the path point is very difficult sometimes, because you move into 3D space. So this one is easier. I decided not to rotate this part. You could do a 45-degree angle as well, but I think, well, straight looks good as well. So snap out of it, that you can see what you're doing. Okay, so this is, I think, is horizontal. No, wait a minute, no, that's back and forth. One, yeah, one is perfect. And then we just have to adjust the vertical offset. Yeah, I know, and when you forget to set maybe the movement style wrong the first time, you can use the buttons to move the casing up, and then you see which part of the casing is programmed in the wrong movement style. So the well, almost finished with the top part. Cool. So pass connection. This should be much more easier now, since we don't have to rotate it. Go upwards. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, snap out of the logic connection, and then the camera doesn't wiggle. So this should be -1 forward backward offset, and then just the vertical offset by -2. Well, and of course, again, oh, this looks cool. Oh, I like it. Of course, the movement style. Very cool. You see here, and the crystal is looking out. You could leave it like that, but I decided to put a top part on it, that the crystal, you know, the red triangle blocks we put in there are fully closed in. So let's see. Do we leave it like that? Let's see. I think maybe vertical offset -1. Well, let's see. Vertical, I think -1. Rotation. No, I don't like that. I think it just doesn't look good. No, I think we should leave it on 0 and then just adjust the vertical offset. Yeah, but I think, yeah, or just leave it like that. Let's see. Yeah, well, you don't have to adjust the vertical offset, I think. It just looks perfect like it is. Cool. So now to the lower part of the casing, which should be much more easier. It's always the same. When I build the upper part, maybe decide to set the movement style differently, but if you did it one time, the other part is much more easier. So we should first adjust the vertical offset, that you see the basic block and send the rotate style to 45-degree angles again. I think it must be horizontal or forward backward. No, it's must be, yeah, it's a horizontal offset by 1. So and then we just have to adjust the vertical offset to -2, I think. Yeah, -2. Perfect. Cool. So the next part, and the finish line is in sight. Very cool. So let's get that one. And this is just again on the opposite of the 45-degree angle part, the other part for the 45-degree angle. So, and it's always tricky to get a hold on, you see the wiggling, yeah. One way and stop. Oh, wait a minute, where's my block? Oops! He snapped out of it! So, again, new the path point. Just go up a little bit with the spark point in spark mode, and then first into the logic, but don't get to a logic connection, and then you can move more freely and the camera wiggling is off. So let's go with the vertical offset again, that you see the basic block, then the rotation to 45-degree angle, and this must be horizontal offset by -1. Perfect. And then just adjust the vertical offset by -2. Very cool. Ooh, I love it. And the movement style, of course. One way to stop. Ooh, almost finished. Very exciting. And I think it just looks good. So these parts should be much more easy because we don't have to rotate them. Well, at least in this, for this style. Yeah, go up a bit with the spark point. Go into logic first, then the camera wiggling is off and you can move freely. It's a little trick which I learned from other YouTubers. So vertical offset, that we see it, and this must be, let's see, is it, oh, this is forward backward offset by 1, and the other one is, I think it must be -1, and then the vertical offset -2, of course. So, and the movement style, of course, one way and stop. I know it's a long video, guys, but sometimes people just want to know every step of the way. So this one should be, go upwards. Let's see, path. Yeah, I always forget to go into the logic connection, snap out of it. So properties, path. Let's adjust the vertical offset. Let's see. Must be minus. Yeah, it's always easier to use the vertical offset first and then go up again. So forward backward offset -1 and the vertical offset -2, and then just the movement style. So which is one way and stop. And like I said before, you could go with back and forth, but then you have to program each block of the casing that it stops on each path point. And it's a little bit more work, but well, with some scenes could look very good. So the last one is very tricky. Okay. And I think, wait a second, maybe just -4 with the vertical offset. Let's see. Yeah, I think. Adjust it. No, it just looks even, and yeah, looks perfect. Cool. Wonderful. One way and stop. And we have finished, guys. Isn't that amazing? And we have our own Sith holocron. Well, and if you want to transform your Sith holocron into a Jedi holocron, you can easily change the color of the crystal from red to blue or green, or change the color style of the casing as well. It's very easy, and you can use it for some very cool adventures. So let's open that thing and see what's inside. Well, you know. Ooh, this looks very, very cool. I just love it. And you could put effects in there with a 2 seconds delay of when it opens, with electric or a flash or something. Ooh, I think let's open it again. Very cool. I just love this effect of opening. So, but just having the crystal lying around here, isn't it a bit boring? Well, I think we should have some real action to see what a holocron can bring to your Star Wars Disney Infinity adventures. So we're here on a planet with an old Sith temple, and Anakin has to find out what's all about those Sith holocron crystals. Yeah, and this is a little small planet I whipped together for a Sith temple where Anakin is looking for a holocron. So, but what do I see here? Protected door with the camera? Anakin, be careful! But, well, hopefully we find the old Sith holocron in there. Ooh, see, it's an old base. Very cool. Oh, what do I see over there? It's the chair of Anakin's master. But this base seemed to be lost and forgotten. Very suspicious, Anakin. But wait a minute, what do I see over there? And of course I used the holocron logic toy to open the holocron crystal we've built before. So let's use it, Anakin. I hope, yeah, Anakin, use your force. And I hope nothing bad is happening here. Ooh, very cool. That's what I was talking about, the effect you can put in when the crystal is opening. Oh, enemies! There are still enemies here. Be careful! Ah, but Anakin is, well, highly skilled with his lightsaber. Very cool. Ooh. He has some really, really cool moves. Nice. Well, I have to admit I set it to medium because I don't want to stink. with fighting, not on Star Wars Day. Ooh, I knew the Emperor would be somewhere around here. But it's the end of the video, guys. I hope you like it, and watch out for every other content creator who's uploading today. Feel free to put something in the comment and watch out for my other video today. Thanks for watching, guys, and I see you very soon.